guys, coming to you today with another drone review. This one might look familiar to some of you if you've watched my other drone reviews. This is the UDI-RC Discovery U81A8A HD Plus, but this is a little different. As you see, it's got the FPV upgrade, Wi-Fi FPV. As it highlights down here, you have the same awesome drone that UDI is good at producing, but you also have some FPV down here on the phone screen. As you can see, I got the phone hooked up here to the controller. It's displaying live real-time view. Let me just kind of show you that. So you can see when I move the drone around, then you can, when I move the drone around, you can see everything that it's seeing. It does the same thing in the air, which we'll show you while it's flying. I'd just like to highlight a couple features here. So you'll go to the main screen of the app here. Really nice looking. You got your settings, a little help, and this is how you enter the camera. Super easy, just connect to the Wi-Fi, hooks right up. You got up here, this button right here is you can view the photos and videos your drone's taken. You can turn on and off these on-screen controls and trim. High-low mode right there. You can take a picture, which access your photos, yes. You can take a picture. Start, stop video, which I don't have the SD card in currently. And you can also, as you see when I tilt this, the rudder and control stick over there moves around, and you can control the throttle right on screen. You can hear it moving in the distance. So you can control it just by tilting it, and you can also turn that off and then control it just right here from on screen. And you've also got a headless mode on-off button right from the screen. Super convenient, super cool. I'll show you this kind of in action. So just watch the screen there. We'll watch it take off. You can see it in the distance there. It's moving. And we are in the air. You can see it's moving around right with the screen. Very cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what else this can do. We also don't have the blinders on screen because it just was harder to show you. But you can also take it completely off the controller, and you can either turn on gyro mode or not. I'm not going to, so I can keep it aimed at the camera. But right over here you got your throttle, and you can control it completely like you would with your controller, but without using your controller. So as you can see it there in the distance, I'm flying it just as good, if not better, as I would with the controller. Still maintain a lot of control over it. Super fun. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight a couple more features. You also, from USA Toys, have an awesome bonus power bank, which is great for charging your batteries on the go, as you often are with drones. I'm just going to go over a couple quick highlight features here. You got your remote control, photo, video, USB charger, which can be charged in power banks, car chargers, wall chargers, anything, computer, anything that has a USB charger on it. 6-axis gyro, which is great, better than the 4-axis, as it has stabilization in every direction. 360-degree flips, and the big part of this FPV upgrade, the Wi-Fi camera, straight to your phone, which I'll get into in a minute, and the low voltage alarm that beeps when your battery is low, and also headless mode, which I will get into more in a minute. So let's open this thing up. You can see here it's kind of upside down, but you got 720p camera at 30 frames per second. It comes with a 4GB SD card. I'm going to go over just kind of what the features are of this drone. So you can see it's got the same nice body of the classic UDI-RC copters. Got the nice flexible but firm propeller guards here. Your LED light in the front. This has some nicer landing gear than the other drones that they've had in the past, and you can see you got this really wide lens around this camera. And a big difference in this camera compared to the other ones is it is flexible right there, so you can see it change directions. Same kind of bubble protection top here, nice propellers. Same design as the other UDI-RC, but with some nicer landing gear and camera. And I will get into the other features here. Alright, so here You got this clips right on the controller. It's a little blind for your phone. So you can see right here, your phone slips right into here. Pretty cool right there. Got a nice spring on it. Can fit devices of any, just about any size. This actually gets, this is about as big as it gets, so you could fit definitely iPhone 6 size. This clips in right up top here. Acts as a blind for your phone. Very cool. Shrinks down to any size of phone. You also got a little Allen wrench here for propeller adjustments. You got your battery, which I'd like to talk about this battery. As you can see, it's got 2 cells here compared to the usual 1, and it's got a thicker connection here, showing that there's a little bit more juice going into that drone, which is partly to run the FPV camera, but it also gives you a little more boost as you're flying. Over here, you got your USB charger cable, which, like I said, it can go in anything with a USB port, car charger, computer, wall charger, anything you want. Here you've got propellers, screwdriver, some extra small gears right there. I haven't had any break yet, but in case they do, you got those, and your micro SD to USB converter for looking at your videos. So the controller here, you see, you've got your headless mode button, your speed mode button, your flip button, and your return home button, all very nicely labeled with these cool graphics that you guys get at making some awesome controllers also. You've got your kind of classic UDI design on-off button, trim, and your sticks. This one is, it returns to center, and this is your classic throttle up, throttle down. One thing I did forget to mention is there's actually 2 of these batteries. There's another one, at least when it was shipped to me, that was found in the battery case of the controller. Another piece I forgot to mention was the USA Toys external battery here with USB charge plug. As you can see, it turns on there, then you hold to turn it off. Very cool. Very nice, charges USB out. Another great way to charge your drone batteries. Just kind of an overview of how to fly these drones with the controller. This is the on button right here. You'll see the light starts flashing. To pair it with your drone, you go up and then down. The light will go solid. It's blinking now because the drone is not connected. I'm showing you this without the drone connected. But right over here, you got your throttle. So the higher up this goes, then the higher up your drone will go, and also the more speed it has forward and backwards. This right here spins the drone, so it won't turn the drone, but it'll change which direction the drone is heading. So if you're heading north and you push this to the right, you will then be heading east, and so on. You'll continue around in that circle, but staying in one spot. This is your kind of direction control over here. This will be forward, backwards, left, and right. Pretty basic. These are your trim buttons. So this trim button doesn't do anything, as it's your height and your throttle. But if your drone is ever going too far one direction, you can trim it, and you see it starts to move these lines down here and get a higher pitched beep. Such for all those, it does the same thing, and that'll kind of help it to maintain a nicer hover. Right here you got flip button, that'll flip your drone in midair. Headless mode right there, I'll change which direction is the front. Speed mode, you can see mode 1, mode 2 changes right there. Mode 2 will be quicker, more responsive, a little faster, but also harder for beginners. Mode 1 will be easier for beginners, as it keeps you a little bit under control. Return home function also, as I demonstrated earlier. Right here also you can see your micro SD card slot right there in the back of the FPV camera, and also this very easy slot for your battery with this little springy block right there, so it holds it right on in there. You can also see right here you got 4 LEDs right there, as well as a front LED. Awesome for night flying, so you can see which direction it's facing and what's in front of you with the camera. Alright, so you see here the return home button. You press that button whenever you want to return home. You got your headless mode also. Right here, the return home button. So if you ever get the drone far away from you and you can't get it back, can't figure out what direction it is, you can just hit that button, and you can see it'll return itself right on home. Not with 100% accuracy, but as you can see, it stopped right there. Very, very cool piece. So you can hear it's beeping low battery right now. That's the low voltage alarm, which means you have just a couple more minutes left of flying. I'm going to quickly show you this headless mode option. So if the drone is away from you and you can't figure out which direction it's facing, you can go ahead and press that, and then whichever way is facing away from you is forward, whichever way is facing towards you is backwards. So you can see if I could spin the drone like this, then it makes the forward forward and the backwards backwards. Very convenient. Very cool. It's also very good for beginner flyers. So I think that's all I got to say for this. FPV is really cool, real-time view. You can also control it with the sticks and by tilting the phone, which is really awesome. You can see right here, you got the control sticks like we showed earlier. Real-time view, super fun to fly around. I would definitely recommend this product. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I would be happy to answer them. I've reviewed a lot of FPV drones recently for feedback, and this is definitely one of the better ones. I like the adjustable camera. The real-time view is really nice, and it's actually got one of the better on-screen controls than the other drones I've reviewed. We're using the iPhone 5, but you can also use bigger phones, which makes it even nicer and easier to see. So I think that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in a different video.